In the last three classes, what we have done it, how to create a service catalog and how to create a front end form for the service catalog, and after that how we can add a workflow and how we can see the different workflow activities. So that is the basic thing, and that is a very important when it comes to the ITSM thing. And so today the second most topic, the next topic is record producer. Record producer is nothing but, so as the name implies, it is producing a record, which means, so the we will allow the user to create a record from the record producer. So that means whenever, okay, hello, so whenever the user want, for example, if you see any particular things in the sense, if you see anything, if you see the Flipkart, whenever if you Flipkart we have successfully ordered, but we are facing some issue at the time. What happened? So if we are facing an issue, we will raise an incident first. So raising an incident is nothing but it's an complaint file. If it is a complaint, so what we will do is, if it is a complaint, what we can do is, we can do the, so we will ask the user to fill the few details, few few details in the sense, we will ask the what was the issue type, what was the category of that one, and what is the description of it, and what is the short description. Like that, we can use the few details for the same. That means we will allow the user to, I'm sorry, we will allow the user to create an incident with the details, what is the required for the details to work on ITL user for it. So that means we can create a, so that means we can create a new one. So we can create a record producer. We are not allowing the user to see the full. So we will not allow the user to see the full form, and we are giving one. So for that one, I'm just creating a record producer. Record producer and service catalog both are same. And the interviewer may ask, what is the record producer, difference between the record producer and the service catalog. Service catalog will be used to fetch the information, sorry, to provide the catalog forms and create different things. And when you see the record producer, so record producer will be created on a particular table, and if you created a record producer on a particular table, so what happened, so we will allow the user to that particular table access, and we will give the very few fields, and for that one, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to creating a new, so I'm just going to creating a new record producer for it. This record producer plays a very important role. and for the ITSM projects. Record producer and service catalog is a very important thing. So I'm just writing this one, creating an incident, creating an incident, and the next step is the. So what is the table name? So it is asking the table name. We can select the table name as incident, and so and I'm just writing this one short description as this one same thing. So description, we can write anything. So I'm not writing anything. And metadata we need to generate related to basket I will show you. And accessibility. So what is the service catalog? So I'm just going to the this is as a service catalog, and the category I'm just giving a can we help and bracket. And if you want any view, we can write it. Right now I'm not giving any view. Ungenerated view. So if you want a template, I can show you this one. This is the portal, so we can see the same thing. Now, what happened? So now what I did is I just created a service catalog successfully, which means now what happened? I just created a record producer successfully. Now the next step, whenever if I am going to create a things, create not a thing so create a incident. So what are the basic required from? And I'm just making requester who is requesting the issue, and the next requester is fine. And the next step, what is the one? So what is the category, and what is the issue description, issue description. So assume that for this one, this is the basic details. Whenever the user raised an issue to work on it, fulfill to work, which means the requester is nothing but who is facing the issue. That person we will call it as a requester. And the second one is the category. Category is nothing but what is the category? Like it is a hardware related or software related or any other related. And third one, issue. Issue is nothing but what is it? We can write a short description for it. And issue description, I'm just writing issue and explain the issue details. So I'm just writing here. So explain the issue details. So explain the issue details here. Now we can do the same thing. So the requester first, I'm just going to here. I'm just going to the field called requester. So here you can see the variables is fine, and if you want to add any variable set, how we have created that also we can add it. But right now I'm not creating any variable set, so I'm just creating the variables. So variable new. So when I click on this one, it was come, and here you can see I'm just making this field as a mandatory, and you can see map to field. Map to field is nothing but what are the value which was entered in the record producer variable. the same value we need to map it to the incident record. So that we can do it. That I can do the map to field is a true. And since it is a user one, I'm just making a reference. So create an incident and order. I'm just giving on 100 and push. Okay, I'm just going to the question here. So see, if I give the map, so it is going to the what is the field we need to app it. So I'm just making it as a caller reference. I'm sorry, we have went to the wrong table. Sorry, this is not incident. It is not selected. I'm sorry. By mistake, the table name is entered a strong one. So this is fine. Now, so I'm just giving it as a map as a field. So I'm just making this one requester. See what are the incident table form? It will come automatically here, and I'm just making this one as a reference. So the reference field, and we can give the what was the reference type. So what is the reference user table name? The user table name was sys user. So we can give as a sys underscore user. So this is the table reference, and if you want any condition, so we can write a condition as active is true, so that we can do the same thing. So active is true is nothing but whoever the user was active, those records only visible. And I am just going to submit this one. Now, what happened? I just created a feed, so which is for the same thing. Now, so the next field was category. So I want to whatever the record I have created. So I just need to do the category for it. Now, what I am going to do is I'm just going to again doing the category again. So I'm just making order as 200. Category also it's a lookup table. Lookup multiple choice since we need to look up it from the different one. So so it is for the map. I'm sorry, excuse me. It is from the category, and I'm just making the uh, category. Or else, if you want, you can write it issue type. We can do the term annotation and the type specification. So you can see it is asking the lookup from the which field. So what I am going to do is look up from the which table is it word. That is, if you want to make any table field choice, you can add it. So right now I'm just making it as a incident. So incident and what is the field? Well, I'm just making it as a category. Oh my god, what happened? Okay, I think I did a small mistake. I don't know what happened. So I'm just opening it again. So I'm just opening that record producer. Alright. So I'm just opening this one. So I'm just opening this one. So I'm just making the issue type. So if you want to, we can make a field mandatory. So I'm just making this one as a lookup multiple choice, and field was a category, and the question was I'm just making as a issue type, and that is next one is the specification. It is asking for the lookup table. So if I give a lookup table, so I'm just making a what is the table name. So incident. So what is the field? I'm just making as a category, and that's a basic things. So if you want to, we can make a mechanic condition. Right now, I'm not making any one. I'm just making as a submit. So that's a fine. And the next step is the issue. What is the issue? So, or else I'm just making a short issue description. So I'm just adding a third one. So I'm sorry, I forgot to hear that. So the order, how we have seen the same order, it will be visible to the same thing. Just making 100. So I'm just making simple one as a single line text. So order is 300. So the map to field is a short description, and I'm just making short description, and we have added. And the next last one is the explain the issue in details. So I'm just created this one is the four details copy. So for this one, since it is a big thing we need to add, I'm just typing a multi-line text, the field type as description. I'm just making an issue, explain the issue in details. So this is the one. Now I'm just waiting to this one. Now what happened? We just created a record producer with the four forms. Four forms is nothing but, so we just need to display the this service catalog this items to the very few sorry item, so with a very limited options. So I'm just creating a try it. When I click on try it, see the requester, who is a requester, we can fill it the available, but you can see issue type you can see like a lot of data was there, right? The duplicacy, see the software is a one, database is multiple things were. So if you want to like this, we face this one issue. So what happened, you just click on the configure variable. So here we can see there is a tab called type specification. In that type specification, you can see unique values we need to give it. If you give unique values, so what happened, the duplicate things which um, the duplicate things which we can uh, did the same thing or visibility, it will be vanish. That means the duplicate things, for example, we have seen a multiple choice option in that field. If you want to remove from the record producer, when you use the lookup multiple things, what what we have to do is we need to mark it as a unique values as true, and if you want an include, you can run it, and we can do it. Now update. See right now how many it was? It was very less things, it was one. See what are the correct exact values, it will be visible to the user thing. Now what I am going to do is, now what I need to do is, so now what I will do is I just create an incident for evaluator, and the category was hardware, and issue was testing the, so testing the incident, and this has been created for the testing of incident from the record producer. So what I did is I'm just giving a user as a evaluator, and issue type as a hardware, and issue description as a testing the incident, and explain the issue. I just added this one, and I'm just going to submit this one. If I am going to submit this one, what happened? Let's see. If I am going to submit this one, so it will be submitted. So a record will be created. it is not working. So let me recreate again. Able hardware test incident created from record producer. So this one. So if I submit, so yes, see the incident was created with the these are all details. See, able tutor and the hardware and all the stuff. See, whatever we have given the values, it will be same with the things. That means we have given as able tutor the color, and we have given as a category as a hardware, and we have given the issue as a testing the incident, and the description we have done. See here, the assignment group is not done. So for example, if I give assignment lookup, I don't think we are not given so assignment lookup here. So if it is a hardware, what we will do the same thing. For example, we have already hardware, so we are just going to modify this one. So I'm not giving category anything. Configuration heading is empty. So now what we have seen the assignment rule, this incident will be automatically, so this incident automatically assigned to the, if the category is selected as hardware, then this will be automatically created as per the one. So now what I'm going to do is try it. Now I'm just making as a different user. So if you want to pick any different user to understand the difference, so I'm just making align and category as a hardware test test. So now what I am going to do is I'm just going to submit this one. If you see, what are the color value, we have seen it, and category is there, and description was there, and short description was there, and also here you can see hardware. So what I did is, in that assignment lookup, what I did is I have created a hardware, sorry, I have created a one assignment lookup rule stating that if the category was hardware, then it will automatically assign to the incident to the hardware group. Like that we can create a multiple things. So depending upon this one, so in the back end, whenever if you are raising an incident, so what I will do is, so whenever if you are raising an incident, what we will do is, incident is whenever you are raising an incident. So for example, in the Flipkart, a simple, we will write a category as a, so some payment issue, cashback issue, or some order issue, delivery. So depending upon the what was the category we have chosen, so that category they have written a backend assignment lookup rules. Here also similarly, the same concept we are applying the same thing. So I hope you got it right. So what is the use of assignment lookup rule? So then it will automatically assign to the same user. Say not for same users. So it will assign to the users who are. It will automatically assign to the assignment groups so that it will reduce the manual effort. So instead of we are doing the one by one, so it will reduce the manual effort for the same thing. I hope you guys clear till now what we discussed or any confusion. Hello, can you hear me? So this is the basic thing one. So now again I'm just going to record producer. We have a few things we can modify the same thing. So right now I have given only one thing. So you can give a multiple assignment lookup rules and we can do the many things for it. Now I'm just seeing here so here we have seen what it contains. Let me reload it. So it's still loading. So still loading. Just wait for a moment. I think we can open a new thing. So now what happened? I just now we have to create a few things. Create a few things in the sense. So you can see. So this is the description. Short description. We have seen it and. See here we have seen a redirect to the task guide. For example, if I give the catalog home page, so, and I'm just going to save this one. So I'm just going to create a new one. See, so what I am going to do is Rajendra. So inquiry. Test, test. See, it was redirect to the service catalog page. So, but here you can see earlier when I use the same, it will go to the incident form. So always it should redirect to the generated task record so that everyone can view the same thing. Now, if you want to, you can open the incidents. See, this is the incident we have created for the same thing here. So now you can see here, now you can see there is no assignment rule was applied for this. I don't think we don't have any assignment rule, so it was not assigned to the anyone. But if you have any user, it will go to the manually. For if you have any assignment in group one, it will go to the manually, sorry, automatically to the concerned group for it. So this is the basic thing about the what you call in record producer. And also you can see here we have multiple options. So this is the file, and here we have a generated data. Generated data is nothing but if you already have some template. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a one template. So I'm just going to create a one template here. The basic details. So incident table is incident, and short description also I can give. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give as a impact is low, and urgency is also medium. Then so for example I'm just giving these two values, and I'm just going to submit. So now what happened, I just created a sample template, and it will fill the can I give any other value? Okay, so here you can see contact type is right, self service. I can just okay, if I this one just go to the templates. So I'm just opening this template. So just now we have created. Forget about this one. These templates we have another topic so that I can explain later. So just understand the same this concept. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the contact type as a self service. Save. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save this one, and also let's see how this works. See, right now it was related to which one? Task record. That's one picture and all the stuff. Here, if you want, you can write it right. Okay, I'm just going to try it. Alien Rabek, and the type is hardware, and test for template incident in the, and you can submit it. So now what happened? See, the caller escape, hardware came, and you can see earlier incidents we have not the contact type, but here it was for this one automatically created the contact type. So which means we can, which means the contact type which is automatically taken, I'm sorry, added from that template. So that means whoever having the this type, whenever whoever are creating an incident from the record producer, for this we can simply what do you call, we can simply give as a contact type self service. And also here also the impact and urgency, we have. So the impact and urgency, I'm sorry. So the impact and urgency we have given as impact as a low and urgency as a medium. So it will come. And this assignment group will be automatically coming from the assignment lookup. Like that, we can create a multiple things for the incident record producer. So and also it was redirected to the, so what are the incident created page? We have given the same thing. So that one. And I'm just going to open the record producer again. So let me open it. So create an incident. So I'm just going to remove all the unnecessary things. And also for this one, what we have to do is, so we want to display this incident table, sorry, this incident record producer to the particular users. For example, whoever have the ITL role, those people only can do the same thing. So for example, here you can see it available for this is the one of the most common asked interview question. So I want to restrict a particular record producer or particular catalog item to the particular user. How we can do it? So it can be used, it can be achieved from the user criteria. We can do this in the user criteria. We will define one. So I'm just going to one. So here the name I'm just making incident creation usable. So if users, if you want to users any dynastatic users, we can give the users, or if you want any group, we can do it. Basically, this always we can restrict from the ITL user. So I'm just making as if the user has ITL, then only it should be visible. And you can see the companies, locations, department, whatever we have. So whatever we have, we can apply the he can apply the same thing for it. He can apply, that means if the user has ITIL, so then only, so if user has the ITIL role, then only this should be visible. So let me go it on. So what I did is I just created this one. Now I'm just impersonating any one of the user. So for example, if I impersonate as a able tutor, let's see how it works. Able tutor and the service catalog and service catalog, and we can go to the can we help. See the create incident, it is not visible to us. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm just going to the user table. So opening this ability tutor record, let's see whether that user has ITL role or not. See, this user doesn't have any role. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, so ITL. So now if I impersonate as a value tutor, let's see how this works. So earlier what I did is, since he doesn't have an ideal role, this record producer which we have created, it was not visible to him. Service catalog, can we help? See, create incident. Earlier it was not visible. Right now it was visible. Since the user has the ITL access, so that it can be visible. This is the basic thing how we can do the same thing. I hope you guys understand the today's class, or any confusion or any doubts. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, guys, can you hear me? Yeah. So I hope you guys understand that today's topic, right? Okay. Very good. So now, kindly please note down the task for today. Create a record producer on the incident table, and which has a category and impact, urgency, and short description, color, and all these details we need to fill it. And once the incident is created, depending upon the assignment category, you should go to the one. That means if the user is selected as a category as a hardware, so it is routed to the hardware team. If it is a software, it should be go to the software. Like that, you have to do the multiple scenarios, multiple lookups you need to create, and from that you need to do the same thing, and this should be visible to the a particular group only. This record producer which you have created should be visible to the particular group only. This we have to do it. I hope you guys understood, or any confusion. Hello. Hello, you guys you understand the task, right? Okay, very good.